My name's Kerry and I taught the Crossers class. In my class I covered basics of how to do weave and butterfly crossers and then a couple advanced variations. So first off, for weave crossers, you're going to start out with your hips square to the front and you're going to be doing a forward weave off to your right side. You'll notice my hips are still square and I didn't turn like this. Ideally, you'll be able to go between forward and reverse weave on either side of your body to go into the crossers nicely, but it's not necessarily necessary. So, forward weave off to the right side of your body. As your right hand is coming over the top, that's when you bring it over. And instead of your left hand crossing back over, your left hand is going to stay on the right side of your body as your right hand crosses over to the left side of your body. So it's coming up and over and across. And then you get into the crosser and you have this gently rocking motion. And you notice my hands are making a sort of semicircle. My hands are going like this, with the poi in them. So depending on the direction that you go, like right now, when I'm looking at my elbows, my hands and my elbows are moving in a clockwise rotation, and they're in split time. And you can go into that from either way. Forward to the left is the same thing. As your left hand is coming down, comes across, and you're in the rocking motion. And then this time your arms and hands will be moving in a counterclockwise rotation. And it doesn't really matter which hand you have on top or on bottom. You can still do the crossers either way. So that's weave crosser. For butterfly crosser, you're going to start out doing a butterfly. And you're going to take your right hand and put it under your left shoulder. Under your left shoulder. So as your right poi is coming down, it comes up behind you instead of right there. So this is what it looks like from the side. Behind you. Your left hand stays out. Once you have that, practice it with your left hand. So you're doing your butterfly here. As your left poi is coming down, on the upswing, it moves behind your right shoulder. That's what this looks like. So, once you're able to do that comfortably with both hands, you're going to move your one hand behind your shoulder, and then you just get into it, and you're going to have a slight little bounce, left and right. And your arms are almost making a slight figure 8 motion, and you can go into this from forward or reverse butterfly as well. So similar to some of the weave crossers, it doesn't matter which hand is on top. They'll be able to do it either way. Some variations on crossers are cocoons. So a half cocoon in the front. Start out doing your weave again, and you leave your hand here and you tuck your right arm under your left hand. So you get a half cocoon there. For the full cocoon, your hand goes around your back. You know, so that one's kind of messy. It's a lot harder to do. So you can see it from the back. My right arm comes behind and across to the other side. So your hand is going to be here and here. You can do that to either side as well. So, There's that. Some other variations where your arms are not in front of you, but one is in front and one is in back. You have waist wraps and meltdowns. So you're alternating which hand is in front and which hand is in back. And you can do that with weave or butterfly. Notice they each do one rotation in front, one rotation in back. You also have behind the back crossers. So I find when I'm doing these, I go into it from a waist wrap. So I'm going waist wrap to the right and forwards bend, and I bring my arms back up. And your arms will be crossed behind you. It's really important for this. Your hands are up and tight because when you get to the front, you need your poi to be able to move in front of you. So you really need your hands to be nice and uptight in there. And I'm sure it's possible to do behind the back crossers with butterfly, but I haven't gotten it yet. Those are the basics and some of the more advanced variations that you can play with. And there's also long arm extensions. So you're doing your weave crosser here. You're going to extend your arm out. Gives a different effect. You can also turn with them. And you can turn either direction. And you can do the same thing with the butterfly. So, that was my crosser class. Thank you.